Welcome back to Little Lady Gardening Home. We're on the patio showing that anyone in a small space, even a small patio, can grow fruits and vegetables. Well, here we have a banana pepper plant, and as you can see, it's about as long as my hand. So it's about 4 inches. I like to let them get a little bit longer and fatter for pickling, but they'll continue to grow. They love the hot Georgia weather. These are pole beans or a bush bean variety, which are good for small pots. And like me, I have little people who want to learn how to garden. So these little containers, get from any thrift store, dollar store, Walmart. Drill some holes in it and let the little people have fun. I also found out that I have a dog and he does not like the long stem green onions. So I planted 2 of them in here from scraps that we had, and it keeps him away from them. Also, these are carrots that I am growing in a 1-foot container, and they are doing very well. We also have some snap peas that are coming through. Strawberries. I had some on here earlier, but the children, well, they like to eat them. Oh, wait, look, they left one. So, yeah. This is also a tomato plant that got damaged, so I had to repot it, and hopefully it'll spread out some roots. More of the bush beans that the kids like to do, but they also mixed in some snap peas. So that's interesting, and they tried to make their own trellis. I encourage you to have your kids help you. It's fun for them, and it's good for them for education-wise. This little darling is one habanero plant that I had survive through germination. But because it's hot here in Georgia, they love it. These little darlings are, I think they're Patio pepper plants. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not, but somebody gave me the seeds, so I planted them and see what they were going to do. I have a teenager. She wanted her strawberry plant all by itself in a special pot. Yeah. In this pot, we actually have turnips. The leaves are not growing back. We had some in a salad the other day. But the turnip root, when it gets through, it makes really good for soup. I recommend it. And this poor thing here that looks all sad and droopy at the moment, sorry if the sun is in the way, is actually my bell pepper plant. It got really hot today, so it's like pretty droopy. Once the sun goes down, it's going to get back to life. But it's sprouting fruit. We picked some last week and had spaghetti. Here's my spinach. It's growing back. That was also part of the salad. Just a small space for a family of 5. This big, beautiful thing normally gives out big flowers only early in the morning. I noticed it does not like the sun that much. This is actually pumpkin plants. Their root system is great. They're vining very great. But they're not fruiting, or I'm not allowing them to fruit yet. I want them to get a little stronger, a little bit more leaves. Here is my cucumber plant. I only have 2 up here in the patio. I'll make another video about my raised garden bed downstairs. But for the time being, the kids are enjoying the ones that are on the patio because they can get to it more. Now, my tomato plants. We had a really funky storm not too long ago, so my tomato plants have really been through the wire. But they have, between a cracked pot, yes, I know, it looks horrible, but I thought it died, so I was going to wait until it to die and then put it in my compost. And after 2 days, I started seeing flowers and it started bearing fruit. And these are big boy tomatoes. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I guess I was doing something right with the soil because it just kept growing. And then my cherry tomatoes, they're doing just fine. And here's another one. These are beefsteak tomatoes. And not a lot growing because it has a twin downstairs. And I was doing an experiment to see whether pot growing or garden growing, and here in Georgia we have clay soil, was better. This is already 3 feet. The one downstairs is still out a foot. So, you know, it's different. But because of that, I'll have some all throughout the growing season, and then more because it really wasn't get cold here in Georgia until about like October. So I'm going to enjoy this. So that is my patio garden. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, please don't hesitate to comment. I will answer everyone personally. Until then, bye.